What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's good to see you today on the Speak and See Show. I ask you like and subscribe and click that notification button so when I get information out, you can get information in. Today, I am going over the reevaluation form that needs to go in. It's not a form, really. It's just an email that needs to go into the SBA if you were denied the $10,000 EIDL grant and you want it reevaluated. And I suggest that everybody do this before February 15th. I am trying my due diligence to keep you all informed of what's going on, how you're going to get that EIDL grant, $10,000 EIDL grant. And if the policy map is removed, it would be nice to have this reevaluation submitted, at least to say, hey, I went for it, but they declined me because of that stupid map. And somebody say, hey, I still want my 10K.
Yeah.
And I don't want to forget to give my boy Jason McElhone a quick shout out, saying thanks, Jason McElhone, for all you've done, helping all these small businesses, and on his behalf through the SBA, getting mega millions, maybe billions of dollars funded to small businesses out there who needed it during the time of the pandemic. Quick shout out to Jason McElhone. Hope everything is well. Go Bucks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to go over the reevaluation that's due by the 15th of February. If you have not done this, I would suggest that you do. I'm going to go over it with you step by step, and hopefully it won't be too painful on you, even knowing that you're not following in the guidelines of the policy map. Even knowing you're not there and they're probably going to deny you. Here we go. If you applied and you were declined, you still have a shot, but this is your last shot, and it goes off on the 15th. So here we go. I'm going to go over this with you all real quick, and I would suggest that stay tuned and keep on watching. The Small Business Administration, SBA, just announced submissions for targeted advance reevaluation requests have until February 15th, 2022 to apply. This is for small businesses that have already applied for the Targeted EIDL Advance program and were declined. So if you were declined, if you've already applied, you have till the 15th to put a reevaluation letter in, or else it's not going to happen. So stick with me on this. The next thing you need to know is Targeted EIDL Advance reevaluation deadline approaching. For small businesses that were declined for targeted EIDL advance applications, which ended new applications of December 31st, 2021, you can submit the reevaluation requests only until February 15th, according to the SBA. The applicants for the reevaluation must also provide additional information to demonstrate eligibility. Now, hear me out. If you do not meet the requirements or do not meet the eligibility of getting this, I would still suggest that you do it to have your application in the queue. But that's just me. Here is the criteria for the SBA. They're located in low-income community. So what they're saying is you need to be in the map's location, the SBA community, the low-income community location as defined by the map. To help applicants determine if they are in a low-income community as defined in Section 45DE of the Internal Revenue Code, a mapping tool, SBA-EIDL.PolicyMap.com, is available. So if you go to the search engine, type in SBA-EIDL.PolicyMap.com, it'll pop up. You click in your address, you click on it, you click on in your address, and it'll show whether you're in a yellow or purple area. You're in the yellow, you qualify. If you're in purple, you don't. However, I would still I'm still putting mine in. I'm still going to apply for the reevaluation. The business address must be in a low-income community to qualify. Applicants whose businesses have relocated to a low-income community since submitting their own original application must submit proof of relocation, such as a lease agreement, utility bill, or mortgage with the name of the business. We've seen a lot of businesses that have moved during the pandemic to a low-income community that did not get their grants. However, now you can submit a new address and you should get your grant. So hopefully, you need to do that before the 15th. You need to demonstrate reduction in revenue. Eligible applicants must demonstrate a more than 30% reduction in revenue during an 8-week period beginning on March 20th, 2020 or later. So you would have to go over your books and find an 8-week period that in 2020 or later that was less than an 8-week period prior to the pandemic. If you've got books for 2019, you should be able to make that work somewhere. Find an 8-week period here. You didn't do so well here, then you did better there. You should be able to find that. If you can't, I would still submit the application. If an applicant meets the low-income community criteria, they will be asked to provide gross monthly revenue, all forms of combined monthly earnings received such as profits or salaries to confirm a 30% reduction, and have 300 or fewer employees. Those are the requirements. You can go back and pause this as you go to look at those references that I put up as far as what you need to show for your application, or you can just submit an email with your EIDL application, your loan application, grant application, whatever. That number needs to be in there with your address and that you want to be considered for reevaluation. Let me continue. The Targeted Advance Program, EIDL program, is a $10,000 grant applicants don't have to repay, as we all know, hopefully. Now, applying for the reevaluation, once you meet the eligibility criteria after the decline of the original, or if you don't meet it, I'd still do it. You can request the Targeted EIDL Advance Reevaluation by emailing Targeted Advance Reevaluation at sba.gov. You must include documents showing your eligibility for the Targeted EIDL Advance program. Additionally, you can call SBA's Customer Service Center at 1-833-853-5638 or 855-440-4960 for the deaf and hard of hearing, or email disastercustomerservice@sba.gov for further assistance. The center is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. Multilingual representatives are available. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the update for the Targeted EIDL Advance. I'm going to continue to keep you updated, and we're going to continue to push forward on getting that policy map removed, as well as the 30% requirements of loss to be proven as well. That shouldn't have been in there, but they put that in there too. However, it can be proven. It can be done if you're any good at math. So with that said, guys, I just want to say, continue to fight, continue fighting, and we're going to stick together on this. We're going to get that policy map removed, or at least we're going to try until they have to decline us on the open air. Guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And if somebody could just say, hey, we still want our 10K.
Somebody, give it to me. Somebody, give it to me. Somebody. Yeah. Somebody say, hey, we want a 10K. Yeah. Hey, we want a 10K. Yeah. Hey, we want a 10K. Yeah. Hey, we want a 10K. Give it to me. Me and my friends, we like to play this game. Some call us annoying, but we think it's a shame. All find time to chat and go live and get with the House and Senate on the phone and online.